How would you feel after the Russian attack? After a sleepless night? I will show you how we feel right now. Tonight, Russians have sent their variant of peace deal. I'm still alive. Today is the 25th of November 2025, and I will tell you about the Russian war crimes. To find an escape in a shelter, Russians are attacking us again, right now, and again with their ballistic missiles.
Смысл вообще я не вижу.
Today is the 25th of November 2025, and Russians are attacking Kyiv again. Genocide. Genocide. Yes, Russians do love this word. Genocide. Christmas mood. 6 people were killed today. No Christmas. Hello everyone, greetings from the capital of freedom. In this video I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. Today is the 25th of November 2025. Yes, my dear friends, and although I'm not feeling well, I'm filming this video. I will make this video just to tell you about the war crimes committed by the Russian terrorists. You may have guessed that last night Russians launched another massive drone and missile attack on Kyiv. Yeah, who cares about pneumonia when Russian kinzhals are flying overhead and they are killing innocent civilians sleeping in their beds just 100 meters from your home? Yeah. Last night Russians killed 7 people, more than 20 people were injured. I should admit, my dear friends, that Russians are carrying out their policy of genocide systematically and quite successfully. As always, they would say that they targeted our power grid, our power and heating stations, but as always Russians hit residential buildings and killed innocent civilians. As always. As always. I will show you the scene of the attack. It is located just next to my house. Although the doctor told me to stay at home, I will show you this place. And today I have, I don't have any stories. I have like 3 short sketches to show you who Ukrainians really are and how we feel during attack. And oh my God, one day I will kill myself and no Russian missiles are required. So the first story is about a man whose house, a 9-story house, let me recall, in Dniprovsky district, was hit by the Russian missile, and that man was trying to extinguish the fire with a bucket of water. So he was standing on his balcony and he was trying to extinguish fire from the neighboring apartment. He was trying to save the neighboring apartment. It was yes, you may say that was silly of him and that was dangerous for his life, but I would say this man belongs to our never give up community. Maybe he still doesn't know about this. I was greatly impressed by that video. All our local media showed that short piece of video of that man. Because we Ukrainians, we are from never give up community. I will try to find that piece of video and to show you. This is how Russians, my God, try to force us into peace. Their peace. Peace is called Ruski Mir. The next story is about a man. Actually, I see this man every morning from my window. Every morning at 7 or 8 a.m. he does his morning exercises. So this morning at 7 a.m. when Russian Kinzhals and Iskanders were flying overhead, he was doing his morning exercises as usual, as if nothing had happened. Because my dear friends, you should do morning exercises. A sound mind in a sound body, and you would never care about Russian missiles. I promise. Oh my God, I approached this high-rise building. By the way, currently no one wants to buy apartments located at top floors. But as far as I understand, this building was hit like in the middle. There are 24, this is a 24-story building, and the 5th, the 6th and the 7th floors were hit. Okay, it's better to show you. So, my dear friends, this is Ruski Mir, and this is Russian idea for peace. Look at this man. exercising during Russian massive attack. Now you understand everything about Ukrainians. The main inspector Toshik is nervous. Look at Toshik. So my pets are counting Russian missiles again. Richie. So the next story is about my neighbor. She lives in my building. She is a young woman, a beautiful woman in her 30s. She lives alone because she has no children, and currently her husband is fighting on the front line. So I noticed that every time during the Russian missile attack, she leaves our building, and she never goes to the metro, to a shelter. She is just having a walk in the neighborhood. And today, my dear friends, I couldn't help but I approached her and I asked her, what are you doing here right now? So it's 6 a.m. Russian missiles are overhead and you are walking here. What is your reason? Okay, I have an excuse. I'm walking my dog Richie, you know, the bravest dog in Ukraine. And why are you walking here? And she said, without any emotions, she said, I just don't want to die under the rubble. And then she explained, she said, I keep on having the same dream, the Russian missile hits our building and I'm lying for hours under rubble and I'm screaming and I'm asking for help, but nobody comes, and then I will die in agony under the rubble. You know, I think we all here have some how to call it, some mental disorders, but they manifest themselves to different degrees. You know, my problems. But I believe that the most mentally, psychologically stable and mentally healthy people are students. My dear friends, can you imagine, last night, all night long, they kept on sending me their individual assignments, their homework, because in a week they're having their exam, and who cares? Who cares about Russian missiles when you are having your exam next week? Who cares? So that's how we live here in Kyiv. And today is the 25th of November 2025. We are still alive. This is instead of good morning. Тихо, 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 Ричок, тихо. I'm not showing you the skies of Kyiv, but you can hear everything. Річок. Don't be crying. You're the bravest Kievan, not Ukrainian dog. Look at all these birds. It seems they don't like Russian missiles in the skies of our city, of the capital of freedom. My dear friends, I think this time we should have even more very angry birds, and our angry birds will bring justice and revenge. And I will show you Ukrainians during blackouts and during power outages. Look here, look at their eyes. Only have 4 hours with electricity, 4 hours out of 24. Can you imagine? So I decided to use this absolutely magical time to insulate my flat. I hope this tape will help me. You know me for a long time, and every winter, actually every autumn, I'm insulating these windows. But nothing helps. It's very cold. But at least, by this extra activity, I'm fighting with my panic attacks and with this terrible feeling of helplessness. Helplessness. A terrible word. Okay, let's try this tape. Actually, it's rather expensive. I paid, I don't remember, like 1,000 hryvnias for 3 tapes. 1,000 hryvnias. Okay, let's work. Evil Russians want to get us frozen. But you remember, my dear friends, never give up. Let's have some Christmas mood. But I have a piece of news. Recently, in this frozen apartment, 2 very special babies were born, and they will bring, can you guess, justice and revenge. Actually 2.5, but I think we should have, I don't know, maybe flamingo babies here. Flamingo babies. Tosik, what do you think about flamingo babies? Tosik? Tosik doesn't approve this idea. Oh yeah, that's how we are having fun. We have F-16s here already. Maybe we should have flamingo babies as well. Frozen, but still resilient. Am I right, Tosik? That is our response to the Russians for the lack of heating, yeah, for the lack of power. That is our November response. Thank you, Russians. Thank you, Russians. Thank you for everything. This is our November response. Thank you, my dear friends. These are our very angry, never give up community, angry birds. Thank you. Thank you for your help and thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. Pray for Ukraine and goodbye. Yes. And never, never, never give up.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the